Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today I want to talk about the brand new religious horror movie called Immaculate, starring Sydney Sweeney. And I was really excited for this horror movie because I'm a sucker for these religious based horror movies. These religious themed horror movies. And I am sort of easy to please when it comes to these movies because I even enjoy movies like The Nun, for example, as you can see here. So I this is like a 4K steelbook I got of The Nun 2. So I'm very easy to please when it comes to these movies. So I have actually enjoyed this movie, and I'm not afraid to say that. It is not an amazing movie. It is definitely not as good as I was expecting this movie to be, but it's definitely a movie that if you like movies like The Nun, you'll enjoy this one a lot. If you're not a fan of movies like The Nun, well, then you won't enjoy this movie at all. And you can probably just wait for this to go to streaming. So there are things that I really like about this movie. The story is about Cecilia. She's a nun from the US, and she travels to an abbey in Italy because she sorts of like doubts her faith, and not just in God but also in the institution as a whole. So the story itself is really interesting, and I think that Sydney Sweeney is really good in this movie. I think she's a great actress. So there are like things that I really do like about this movie. Sydney Sweeney's performance as Cecilia is really good. Also, I gotta say that I really do like, because this movie, from what I know, was actually shot in Italy and not just somewhere in California, right? The cinematography plus the beautiful, like the Italian countryside just looks so beautiful. So the movie looks good. Like you can't say that it doesn't, because it does. So I really enjoyed that. Performances overall in this movie are quite good. The one thing that is not that good about this movie is that this movie very heavily relies on jump scares, unfortunately. And I don't love movies that are just like the whole thing is just scenes that are building up to a jump scare until the end of the movie. That's something that I don't really enjoy. However, again, because this movie had, a really great performance from Sydney Sweeney, the Italian countryside just looks so picturesque and it looks really good. So there are a lot of things that sort of like keep you in, that they sort of like keep you watching, even though what you're actually watching might not be as good. So, well, at least not as good as I hoped, for example. So yeah, I actually enjoy this movie, and if you like the movies like The Nun or Annabelle, or movies like that, I think you'll find a great amount of enjoyment in this one. And if you're not a fan of movies like this, then you can probably wait for this to eventually drop on VOD, and you can watch it at home. And I think you're not missing out on another Exorcist. But I think that there are some interesting ideas in this movie. I don't want to spoil the entire plot and what's the secret about the Abbey and all that. Just because that's the most interesting part of the movie. But overall, yeah, this was like an enjoyable movie, and again, if you like movies like this, you'll enjoy it. It's not amazing, it's not perfect, it's not groundbreaking in any way, shape, or form, but it is an enjoyable religious based horror movie. And I like movies like that. So I definitely enjoyed it, and I would recommend it to people that enjoy movies like this. And just lower your expectations. Probably don't go in expecting another Exorcist, or just something spectacular and amazing. Just expect a good time, and I think you'll have a good time. So yeah, guys, this is my review of Immaculate. It is an enjoyable movie with some great cinematography, great music. Again, Italy is like picturesque and it looks good. and Sydney Sweeney delivers a great performance, and everybody in the movie is good. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've seen this movie, let me know down below, and I'll see you next time.